So as the name suggests, this type of noun is all about collection, alright? So by now we have studied noun and all the examples, all the types. Now what you have to do, after noun, I'm taking you towards another type or another parts of speech, that is pronoun. That is very important. Whenever you listen to this interrogative word, think of it as a question mark. Think of it as interrogation, asking questions. Yes, an object is the answer of whom and what, not who, whom and what.
Welcome to Uninterrupted, where communication means no interruption.
Hello. Welcome back. I'm meeting you again, and I know you're excited to learn more because I left you kind of midway hanging. All right. So I know I'm back. I'm back with uncountable nouns, and without wasting a lot of time, we are going to start directly from where we left. All right. This is lesson 2 of this grammar course that is going to be a full grammar course for you. So, excited or not? I know you are. But before that, you have to do one thing that I always say, and I know you are tired of listening to this. This is like, share, and subscribe. So if you have done that, let's start. Okay, so we are starting with uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? As the name suggests, you cannot count these nouns in numbers or individually, like advice, happiness, or like you can say that rice, salt, sugar, or material or metal that I was talking about. So all these are uncountable nouns. All right, something that you cannot count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, right? Now I have another type for you, that is collective noun. So as the name suggests, this type of noun is all about collection. So collection of something is collective noun, like herd, flock, group. Like a group of people is standing there, right? Group of children is standing here. So whenever we talk about herd, group, or any kind of group that we talk about, something that is in collection, that is what collective noun is all about. Let me ask you a question. What is family? Is family a collective noun or not? Yes, you're right. It is collective noun because family is of course group of people that are living together and are related, right? So it is group of people again. Or is team collective noun? Of course, team is also a collective noun because it is talking about collection of people that maybe are working together, right? So yes, team, family, group, herd, flock, all of these are collective nouns. Now we have 3 more types of noun left. 2 are, you already know, you have heard about these, you have used these, are singular and plural noun. Singular is something that is one, right? So anything that is one is singular noun. Anything that is more, 2 or more than 2 is plural noun. Let me give you an example. 1 book, 2 books, right? So book, books, curtain, curtains, dress, dresses, person, people. So all of that is singular, plural. So that is what singular, plural noun is all about. So think about some examples, and yes, let me tell you one more thing or a fact about singular and plural, or especially about plurals, that everything that has every plural does not take s with it. Like child is children, child is singular, children is plural, children's is wrong. Person is singular, people, 2 or more, is people, is not people's, it's people, my dear. News, news is news, in singular and plural form. So we have to understand that there are some exceptions with singular and plurals. I know that most of these are simple, like book, books, pen, pens, but some are not easy, like person, people. So you have to study a bit, all right? I will bring such exceptions for you in future, don't worry. I'll tell you all the singular plurals, but for now, we are not studying singular plurals specifically. We are studying nouns. So we'll focus on that only, right? Because I don't want to distract you in between. Yeah. Now, as promised, I'll be talking about the last type of noun that we are studying is possessive noun. Possessive noun shows possession, as the name suggests. Do you know the meaning of possession? Something that shows ownership, or someone that takes ownership. Like if I say, this thing is mine, so I'm taking ownership of this thing. I'm the owner of this thing. I'm the owner of this camera, right? I'm the owner of this video, you can say. So all of that is ownership talking about. So that is what possession is. That is what ownership is all about, possessive noun. So if I say this is Hina's earbud, so that is, Hina's something, or this is Hina's rubber band. So that is how possessive noun is. All right. So by now we have studied noun and all the examples, all the types. Now what you have to do, just revise the types, not with definitions, but with examples. Like if you come across a chair, think of that as what kind of noun is that, right? If you come across a park, think of that as also one kind of noun. That's how you practice grammar, not by learning, but by actually practicing it. But now, after noun, I'm taking you towards another type or another parts of speech, that is pronoun. That is very, very, very important. Now, pronoun has noun in it, right? Pronoun. So as it has noun in it, so we can say that pronoun is something that takes place of noun. Let me give you a very simple example. Like Hina is a girl, Hina is 20-year-old, Hina is a teacher, Hina is talking right now, you are listening to Hina, and Hina is telling her age wrong. Yes. So that Hina again, in place of that, can you use Hina is a girl, she is 20-year-old, again wrong. She is making this video, she is talking to you right now. So when you used she in place of Hina, that is what pronoun is. She is pronoun, right? So what happened? We replaced Hina, that is noun, in place of pronoun, right? So pronoun is something that takes place of noun because we want to avoid repetition, to get clarity in our sentences, right? So that is why we mainly use pronouns. Pronouns are also subjects and objects. Now that's a different concept. I'll tell you what is a subject. I'll tell you what is an object. But subject and an object is also pronoun. I'll tell you. But before that, let's understand other types of pronouns, and then I'll directly take you towards subject and object, I promise. And once I tell you subject and object, you never have to go back. I promise you that. All right? Stay tuned. Now let's directly start with types of pronouns. So the first type of pronoun is possessive pronoun. Now you may be thinking that I've already told you possessive noun, but if there is a possessive noun, there has to be a possessive pronoun, right? Because noun takes place, or pronoun is taking place of noun, right? So yes, there is a possessive pronoun, but the definition remains same. Something that is taking ownership, something that is taking possession. Like, instead of saying this is Hina's thing, I would say this is mine. So in place of Hina, I used mine, right? Or maybe it is not mine, it is yours. So in place of your name, maybe is Rina. So in place of Rina, I'm using this is yours. You have to take it, right? So yours, mine, theirs, hers, his, all of these are what? These are possessive pronouns because they are taking ownership and in place of noun. Okay, so the second type of pronoun is demonstrative pronoun. Let me repeat the name for you. It's demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun, if we talk about definition, it is when something or when a pronoun is pointing at specific things. When a pronoun is used in place of noun to point at specific things, like this, that, those, these, all of that is demonstrative pronoun. Clear, right? Easy. The next type of pronoun is opposite of the last type, that is indefinite pronoun. That means a pronoun that is used in place of noun to point at non-specific things. Like, it is not this, that, those. It is anyone or someone or no one, right? Something like that. Or nothing or few. Any. So when I'm using nothing, few, any, anyone, someone, no one, everyone, am I pointing at a specific person or a thing? No, I'm generalizing it. That is what indefinite pronoun is. And after that, I would like to tell you about interrogative pronoun. As the name suggests, interrogative pronoun is used in place of noun for interrogation. What is the meaning of interrogation? Asking questions, right? So interrogative pronoun or any other thing, whenever it comes to interrogative, whenever you listen to this interrogative word, think of it as a question mark. Think of it as interrogation, asking questions. So interrogative pronoun means the words that are used in place of noun for asking questions, like who, whom, whose, which, what. All of these are interrogative pronouns. I hope you're understanding all of these pronouns clearly. Now, as promised, let me teach you all about subject and object, because subject and object is also a type of pronoun. And before I take you towards another type of parts of speech, I want you to be clear with subject and object. So what is a subject? See, there are three conditions for both subject and object. These are like the hints to understand what is a subject and what is an object in a sentence. So just listen to me. Hear me out. All right. So the first condition for subject is it is always either a noun or a pronoun. That means it can be either Hina or I or me or he or she, right? So it is either a noun or a pronoun. But the same condition applies to object also, that it is either a noun or a pronoun, always. Nothing else, a noun or a pronoun. Same with the subject, nothing else, a noun or a pronoun, all right? The second condition for object is it is doer, someone or something that does the action, right? So someone that does the action is a subject. Like I am speaking. So who is doing this action of speaking right now? I. Or if you ask me who, then I would answer Hina, right? That is someone who's doing this action. And what action are you doing? You are listening. So if I ask you that who's doing the action of listening here? You are doing that. So you are a subject. So we all can be subject when in different conditions. So whoever is the doer of action or whoever is actually performing that action is a subject. And it has to be a noun or pronoun. The third and last condition for a subject is it is always giving the answer of who or what. Let me repeat. It is always giving the answer of who or what. Like, who is performing the action? Who is speaking? Answer would be Hina is performing the action or I am speaking, right? Noun or pronoun. Yes. Noun or pronoun, doer, answer of who or what. What happened? Right? What are you doing? I am listening to the music. So answer of what and who. After that, let me take you towards all of the condition for object. Object is noun or pronoun. It is something that is receiver of action. Object receives the action, or whenever the impact of action happens on someone or something, that is an object, right? Yes, an object is the answer of whom and what, not who, whom and what. Now let me give you an example and explain you by an example. I slapped you. Okay, sorry for this sentence, but hear me out. I slapped you. So I am what? Who did action? Answer of who? I. Or if you say it in the noun, who did what? Hina, right? So answer of who? Hina or I. Noun or pronoun. Action. I am the doer. So second condition, doer. Hina. Alright. Answer of who or what? Hina. So answer of who? Noun or pronoun and doer. All three conditions are fulfilled. There is no chance you can deny that I'm not subject here. Hina or I is always the subject here. Now, I slept you. So, I slept whom? Asking the question, Hina slept whom? So, answer of whom is you. So, you. You is also a pronoun and you is also someone who is receiving the action. So, you are an object here, or you, you, is the object here. Got it? So, now let me tell you that it is not always the case that subject is in the beginning and object is at the end. That is a confusion that people have. What if I, instead of saying I slept you, I say that you were slept by me, right? Something like that. Now the whole scenario will be changed. So we'll read that later, we'll understand all these things later, but by now you have to understand one thing. What is a subject? What is an object? Start identifying those, and also you have to understand the subject doesn't come always in the beginning and object is not always the end of the sentence. It can also be a mid of the sentence. What if I have to say something else after I say I slept you, right? Then also you will be my object. So start identifying those by taking all the three conditions that I've given for subject and object respectively. And I will meet you in the next session, okay? Or I would say the next lesson of the course. Till then, take care and thank you for listening.